We have a brand new Smackdown Women's Champion after the briefcase in the Money in the Bank ladder match was won by Liv Morgan and then cashed in almost immediately, just over 2 hours later, by Liv Morgan on Ronda Rousey after Ronda Rousey defeated Natalya. It looked hairy for a moment with Ronda Rousey getting the ankle lock, but Liv Morgan was able to reverse into a pinfall, a very convincing pin at that, and become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Bit of news before we jump into it, bit exclusive. Liv Morgan was not told until the day that she'd be winning as she did. Also, in addition to that, when she's becoming the SmackDown Women's Champion, we naturally should expect her to be moving to SmackDown as well. In addition to that, it's not just Liv Morgan who had a great night at Money in the Bank tonight. Austin Theory was added to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match after losing the United States Championship nice and clean to Bobby Lashley earlier in the night. So, Austin Theory was added to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and even though the favourite was still Seth Rollins, and you had the Monster of Omos and all that, in the end, it was very much Austin Theory who knocked Riddle off the ladder and claimed the briefcase. He will now hold on to that briefcase for a while, waiting for an opportunity, possibly when it's someone other than Roman Reigns, in order to get that final attack in. In other news from the show, Bianca Belair retained against Carmella in a match that was okay, a good showing for Carmella, though I do feel she could have done a little bit more if she'd been given the opportunity to do so. But match of the night was very much the Tag Team Championship match for both the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos and the Street Profits building slowly to a very enjoyable crescendo. There was some good surprises overall in this particular Money in the Bank show. I think it's definitely worth a rewatch, though I will say there were some struggles with the ladder matches. There were some botches in the men's. Poor Riddick Moss got about 3 hits in the face, and Sami Zayn got one on the back of his neck. Didn't look great. And there was also a couple of awkward moments with, for example, Shotzi and Alexa Bliss in the women's side. That said, other than that, high quality wrestling, exactly the sort of thing that I really very much enjoy, and some good surprises. No big returns, though we have seen the tease of Edge. To be clear, a vignette did play which seemed a little bit Bray Wyatt, and upon further investigation it's very clear to see memorabilia from the Dudleys, from the Hardys, Kurt Angle's gold medal and the like, and plenty more where that came from. Initially people were suspecting Bray Wyatt, Gable Steveson. I can confirm it is Edge, who is expected to return in time for a match at Summerslam. He works a limited date contract, so makes his appearances sporadically. I've also seen people say that this is down to the Stephanie McMahon effect. I want to be very, very clear here. This is not down to the Stephanie McMahon effect. Vince McMahon booked this show start to finish. He is still the head of creative. For more updates like this, remember to hit like and subscribe to the channel. We will be doing watch-alongs for every major pay-per-view in WWE, except the ones in Saudi Arabia, and watch-alongs of SmackDown as well. Plus you get exclusive news every week, twice a week, and spoiler warning on Mondays and Fridays. Until then, I've been Tom Collihew. Thank you very much for your time, and have a good night.